welcome to Life on Beagle Road and week 9 of our garden tour. Or 10, or 13. I don't know how long we've been growing this garden. It kind of feels like forever right now, but we've got lots of exciting things growing to show you, and of course, some funny things to tell you about, and some maybe not so fun things too, and maybe you have an answer for us. So if you do, share it in the comments. So Kenny, should we start with the good news or the bad news?
Start with the bad news.
We just came back from about a week, well, not really, 4 days.
We are all packed up and ready to go. We decided to go to our camp out in northern Pennsylvania. Back there's the cabin, woodshed. That's the John, but it's not called a John. It's called like, I don't know, like a Steve or an Eddie or George. That's the George. That's what it's called, the George. But it's not an outhouse. It's where we keep the lawnmower.
4 days. We came back from 4 days of vacation, and we had some really, really wet, heavy rains while we were gone, and it looks like we have bean blight. This is the first time we've ever encountered it, so that's what our, Google knowledge tells us. If you know better, share your info. Please. But we're thinking we need to pull out the plants that are affected and get some sort of copper-based spray to prevent it from spreading. That's the plan. We've got a plan.
So part of my issue is that the Zunies are in here with like some other ones. So like,
I don't know what they are.
Are they Zunies? Are they these? I mean, the beans are huge. So I'm thinking they're the regular ones. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So I'm picking them anyway. We're talking about gardening.
It has to do with the blight, right?
Okay, tell us about it.
Mama, there's one right here! So in all of the Divine Beasts and Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild have a boss that's called either Fire Blight, Wind Blight, Water Blight, or stop.
Another kind of blight?
No, it's Thunder Blight.
Thunder blight.
Yeah, and they're all made out of like technology and this thing called malice that like kills everything it touches.
Okay. I think that sums up what we needed to know.
So I'm finding as I pick my beans, my green beans, that when you let Courtney plant them and she doesn't know what they are and what
variety?
Variety, yeah, that's it. Then you don't know if they're done or not. But I'm gonna go by the size.
Looks done.
Won't focus on the bean.
I can't keep holding the camera here.
Yeah, this bean I'm gonna go with is done.
Done. I told you, I planted magic beans. It keeps you guessing.
The whole time.
This one fell off.
Oh. You gonna taste it? Taste it.
So I got all of these from one of the fabric pots. We had 2, I think, planted in there. One of the plants was still going, so I left it alone, although it's looking a little limp. But the other one did produce these. So that's not bad for fabric pot.
Okay, as I'm walking around, I'm starting to panic a little bit that like everything has blight. Cause, yeah, I mean, some of these potatoes are ready, but then also this, that doesn't look so good. There are a couple tomato branches that look sketchy. I'm gonna trim them and get them out of here, but fortunately those plants don't look too bad, but I've been really careful about how I've watered them too. Also, I think maybe the sunflowers? My plan was to let the sunflowers dry hanging here, but I'm thinking if that is contributing to the blight spread, I'll dry them elsewhere and get the stalks out of here before we lose other plants. But, enough of this chaos. Let's look at some of the stuff that is growing super well. The corn is doing fabulously. We definitely exceeded the knee-high by the 4th of July rule. We did have to kind of trellis these up because after one particularly hard rainstorm, we came out and all the corn was flat. But fortunately, Kenny and Robbie saved it. All right, do you guys remember this trellis that I planted the wrong way, so Kenny had to make it super tall, and I said, it's okay, it's gonna be super amazing? Guess what? It is. The cucumbers and the gourds are doing amazing. I mean, really, as long as the gourds are exceptional, does anything else even matter? The tomatoes are looking really good. And that was one of our, well, my big goal for this year was to make sure that I had a healthy, hearty tomato harvest. And it looks like that's gonna happen. Nothing ripe yet, but setting a ton of fruit. I really just can't wait to sink my teeth into one of these tomatoes. We're starting to get a lot of our squashes as well. We've had quite a few summer squash, and it looks like soon we'll have some butternut squash ready. I definitely think that next year we need to plan a little bit better and maybe, you know, not plant everything under the sun. Whatever, Kenny. Kenny said he planned. Whatever. He planned to grow peppers and green beans, but we can't live off just peppers and green beans. Whatever. Probably don't need to plant some of the things that my family just refuses to eat. Most of them did eat kohlrabi, so that was good. That's a new vegetable. Guys, just eat your vegetables, please. Just eat a vegetable. Oh, and I left some gourd packets, or maybe they were squash. They might have been patty pan squash packets out here on the ground and forgot about them, but it looks like they're growing. Our 150-gallon pots are looking really good. I need to get in here and kind of move some of the vines around and make sure that we've got them going in the direction we want them to and that there's enough airflow between them. But I am feeling really good about the number of watermelon and pumpkin and gourds that we're gonna get out of these. Hey, turkey. No. Get out. Get out. This is not for you. Come on, we've talked about this. We've talked about this. Don't peck the camera. It's not food. That mole on my hand is not food. Every day, he's sure this is a bug. Oh no, here comes the rain again.
Sure wish we had beer in this greenhouse.
Right?
And a bathroom.
Who didn't think about putting a fridge down here? Robbie?
Yeah. You guys broke, well, Dad broke the,
Electric?
yeah.
He did. Dad. Hey, boys. This is my greenhouse. Like, my she shed.
I mean, it is yours, but I built it. And Robbie helped, so therefore...
Irrelevant.
Hey, it's not irrelevant. I can't even see you. There's too many tomatoes in here.
They left. I'm gonna bask in the quiet here. This is the good stuff. Thanks for watching another garden update. If you just found us through the HOA series on growing your own food, please subscribe and follow along with our antics. See you soon.